All right, everybody. So here's what you're gonna do for your web page. Before you begin, make sure that you have your style sheet and your logo image all ready to go. If the logo image is saved in your images folder, the style sheet is set up in your CSS folder. You can pause this now and go do that, and then continue when you get that ready. All right. So let's begin. So you're going to name your file. Let's see, save as whatever your last name, like whatever your last name is, -news.html. All right. So there we go. I have topel-news.html. You use your own name. Title is also going to be, the same thing. Topel News, whatever your last name is. And the point of this is we're going to learn how to use some semantic elements. All right. So just do everything I do. It should be easy. You should have your style sheet in your CSS folder. So let me show you like the easy way to attach it. Just go File, Attach Style Sheet, Browse. Go into your CSS folder, attach it. All right. I think you're supposed to name yours like your last name. I put styles for this one. All right. Once it's attached, you can flip back and forth here. So you don't need to have it open in its own tab. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the main header for the web page. All right. So this is the header tag. It's not an H1 or anything. It's like a div. This is like a div, but it's called a header. And inside here, we're going to have two things. We're going to have an image, which is going to be the logo you guys saved into your image folder. All right, so like that. Hit F12. And this is what it should look like. So the header is orange and the logo is on the inside of it. And then the logo needs to be a hyperlink. So here's how you make it a hyperlink. Highlight the image, insert, hyperlink. And then for the link, just put like a hashtag because it's not really going anywhere. Okay. All right, so far in the header we have the logo that's a link to some place. Of course, that place doesn't exist yet. And then we're going to also put the H1 in here. So down below this H1, and it should match the title, Topel News. Of course, yours is going to be whatever your name is, News. All right, so it should look like this. You got your logo, you got the H1. And then next, we're going underneath the header, we're going to add the main content of the website. Like so. So these main tags, everything inside the main tags are the main content of the website. The navigation wouldn't be in here. The header for the website wouldn't be in here. The footer wouldn't be in here. This is where all the juicy, important stuff goes. All right. And then we're going to divide the main up into different sections. So we're going to have, let's just go ahead and make one section first. Section. It's another semantic element. So like I said before with the header, the main is just like any other div. Section is just like any other div. It just has its own name. All right. It doesn't do anything special other than describe what it is. So we have inside the section, so for this page, we're going to have two sections, and then inside each section, we're going to have a couple of articles. All right, so we're going to do one section first, and then the second section after. All right, and I'm going to try to show you like the easy way to do things. So like this first section, we're going to have like a subheader in here. You can put whatever kind of news you want to do. I'm going to do sports news. So I'm going to do sports news for one section and entertainment news for the other. So I got sports news here, And then under the H2, we're going to add an article. Article. Make sure you spell it right. Okay, so here's our section. Inside there, we have an H2 and an article. Inside the article, it can have its own header, right? So like this is the header for the whole web page, but inside the article, we have another header, and inside here, we're going to have an H3, and the H3 is going to be like the name of the article. So I'll just put name for now. Article name, just for time in the time being. And then under this, we're going to have a paragraph. It's going to be by, and then author. All right, so we'll fill that in with an actual person soon. And then under this header, inside the article, we're just going to have some paragraphs. Don't know how many. Something like that. All right. So you're going to have inside the article, you're going to have a header. It has an H3 and a little paragraph that says by who it is by. And then you're going to have some paragraphs inside of it. Okay. And then what you're going to do is copy this entire article. Here's the best way to copy it. Click on this line number here. Drag down until like the entire article is highlighted. The opening and the closing. And just do Control C and then hit Control V twice. 1, 2. So you got 2 articles here. A little space in between them. All right. So that's set up. And then what we're going to do is grab this whole section. So I'll do the same thing. I'm going to highlight this line. Go all the way down to this closing section. Control C. And then again, Control V twice. 1, 2. All right. I'll put a little space here. So this is the second section. This one will be my entertainment news. All right, so I'll put that there. And you can collapse things. These little arrows. If I want to collapse this section and this section to see, how it all looks, like you have the main and you have a couple sections. This will make it easier to I can collapse the header. So I'm going to open up the first section, the sports news one, and I'm going to just grab some articles. All right, so let me pause and grab an article real quick. All right, so here we go. Here's a sports article I found. Tua carted off versus the Bills. All right, so I'm going to copy the article name and paste it here. And then I'm going to scroll down here. Get some paragraphs from the article. Grab a couple of paragraphs. Paste it here. Notice there's 2 paragraphs here. So I'm just going to close this one. Open a new. There we go. So they each have their own little paragraph tags. Let's see what else. Just got one more paragraph here. Copy that. Go with this one. Get rid of my extra paragraph tag. Alright, so I put 3 paragraphs down here. I gotta go in and get the author of the article. It is by Michael Shapiro. I'll just type that. Michael Shapiro. Alright. So that's one article. It didn't take very long to do. I want you to do that with the other 3 articles. Okay? And then I'll pause it and I'll do that and I'll show you what's going to look like when it's done. Okay, so I've finished adding my other 3 articles. So here I'll show you them. Here's the second sports article, the title. Make sure you have it, capitalized correctly. Who it's by, some paragraphs about the, the article. And here's my entertainment articles, one about the Emmys and another one about Shang-Chi. And here's what it looks like. Okay. So here's the big header, it's in orange. Below that, you see this red, that's the main. Everything in the main is red. And then the green ones, those are sections. The blues are articles, and these oranges, of course, are headers. So you got the main header for the web page. You have little headers for the articles themselves, and that's how it should look like when you are done.